Hi, I'm Patricia Rodriguez, executive producer to Absolute Beauty. Absolute Beauty is a show that's going to be airing on WETv this fall, November 10th at 9 a.m. Weekly. It's going to be a weekly show, and it's a lifestyle show that's going to be targeting everything and anything that has to do with beauty, fashion, health, and fitness. One of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to share with you folks my struggles. I figured, if we're going to be talking about all our struggles with respect to how we look and how we feel, me being the executive producer, I think I should not be hypocritical and look at myself and say, well, if I'm producing a health and beauty show, I should be pretty much the model and the example to you folks back at home about your health and your beauty. So with that in mind, I felt that a good way to start this show was to share with you, my audience, the struggles that I have. And of course, my biggest struggle, as you can see, is my weight. I'm about 45 pounds overweight. And one of the things that I wanted to do was to show you, my audience, how you can take off the weight without really going through too much suffering and too much pain. So with that in mind, joining me today is Gabi Rose, and she is with Gabi Rose
Get Fit with Gabi Rose.
Get Fit with Gabi Rose. And Gabi is going to be my mentor, and she is going to be my coach through this journey that I'm going to be going through, losing these 45 pounds. Gabi, tell me a little bit about your center and what it is that you're doing here.
Well, let me start by saying I used to weigh over 260 pounds. I've lost over 130 pounds, and I feel your frustration, you feel like you're hopeless at times, you feel like you're in pain, you can't get through the day, you can't get through the moment. And I know what it is to lose every single pound. I know what that feels like emotionally, physically, and mentally. And it's not easy. So first of all, I want to say I have to hand it to you for doing this on national TV.
Brave.
You're very brave, because I've gained and lost over 500 pounds in my life, and wow. I'm telling you, you'll lose the weight and you'll never gain it back. I can assure you that.
Excellent.
That's what actually inspired me to create this program. We are in a really bad place right now. Our society is suffering tremendously. I have 4 children that were all suffering along with me. Yeah. My husband, my marriage, and I needed to turn it around. I could not go on another moment. I almost died in front of my kids, and that was the moment I woke up.
Yeah, when it comes to our kids, I think we really,
yes.
that's one of the things that we really, that kind of like triggers something in our minds, and I guess that's what happened to you.
Yeah, you have to. We have children, and you want to see them grow up.
Sure.
You want to see every day with pride, with pleasure. You don't want them to see you suffer.
Right.
And obesity is a disease that is now affecting our kids, and it's actually, we have a higher mortality rate in this country, in the United States,
wow.
than a third world country.
Isn't that crazy?
We are eating ourselves to death. Eating ourselves to death. Affects your hair, your face, your self-esteem,
yeah.
everything. And it's hard. It's hard. I mean, I'm sure you know it's hard.
I struggle with it every day, especially with being in television. It's a difficult schedule. It's crazy. So you're grabbing the first things you can get. You're stopping at fast food restaurants. You're going into a grocery store, things like that. So yeah, it can be very difficult.
Right, and you're going to stop that. You're going to stop. Yes, that's it.
Breaks, huh?
That's right. After today, you're stopping.
Okay.
And we're going to come up with a program, a fitness program that fits your lifestyle.
Excellent.
We're going to give you the proper supplements that I have developed with pharmaceutical companies from all over the world. I have relationship with companies in Japan, in the United States. I assure you they're natural. I'm very strict with what's in my product. I've worked for over 1.5 years in developing our products. We're still developing because I don't want anything artificial in it. I am not about artificial. I know that we can do this safely, and I know that we can reach our goal. You take it one step at a time, 1 pound at a time, 1 ounce at a time. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the way it has to be done. I think one of the premise of the show is going to be to actually follow me through this journey, meaning that you folks are going to see how I exercise, how I eat. Gabby's going to be, you know, teaching me how to shop. We're actually going to go into a grocery store, which is, I think, the biggest pitfall that we deal with. But we'll be going in there. She'll be going through there and saying, okay, look, you know, and that's another thing that I want to be able to point out to the audience, that good, healthy eating and fitness doesn't have to be a drag. It doesn't have to be bland or taste bad, or, you know, there are things that we can do to really appreciate healthy cooking.
Of course, it's a lifestyle change. We have to live, right? We have to go to birthday parties. We have to go to functions. You have to live. Your life does not stop when you decide to lose weight.
Okay.
Right?
Which is, I think, the mindset that a lot of people, oh my God, I got to diet, I got to lose weight, that's it. You know, life is over.
It's not a diet. Number one, that word diet,
out the door.
it's gone.
Okay.
It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change. And you're going to do it. So let's start getting your weight in.
Terrific. Follow us through this.